It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to beer from Moor Beer Company, and this is a can of their barrel aged wee heavy, coming in at 10.5% ABV. It's in a 330 milliliter can. There's a look at it. It's been aged for 180. Is that 180? I think that says 180 days from 2019 in Scotch whiskey barrels. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Just the introduction to this beer sounds terrific. It really does. I'm a big fan of Moor Beer Company. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Wow, it almost looks like, have a look at the colour of the liquid being poured out. It almost kind of looks like whiskey, didn't it, as it was kind of pouring there. Little bits of sediment as well as I was kind of pouring that last bit of beer into the glass. We got a one finger slightly off white head. Nice levels of slow moving carbonation. It's a hazy, chestnutty, dark brown coloured ale. Mahogany, kind of chestnut, that sort of kind of woody look to it. It's hazy. Lovely head retention. The sound of the carbonation is just a little sprinkle. It's not hissing and fizzing in my ear. Just a little bit of slow clapping of the carbonation. Oh, the aroma. Oh my goodness me. I wasn't quite ready for that. I instinctively chucked my nose into this beer then. Oh my goodness me. Just toffee, nuttiness, toffee. Wow. Where does that... It tastes like that brittle... You used to buy the little toffee hammers that come with a bar of toffee, and used to smack the toffee with a toffee hammer. This has got that exact kind of toffee flavour in the aroma. It smells terrific. There's a pinch of licorice, touch of spices, but it's all toffee hammer. Oh. Should we dive in? Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. It just makes your whole body, I want to use the word sag, like relax, like I've been waking up in the morning, especially this week. I don't know why, but I'm suffering from lower back pain. I don't like to bring this kind of stuff onto the channel because it's my private problems. That we've all got our daily problems, don't we? And you don't sign into YouTube and watch YouTube videos to hear about somebody else's daily problems in life. But I'm going to be quick with this. It's almost as if, like, my wife's always on to me. Oh, you need to take ibuprofen to relax the muscles in your back and they'll sort themselves out. And I don't like to, if I can go without taking paracetamol and ibuprofen and all this other stuff. I won't. What I generally do is stagger about the house for a couple of hours in the morning, kind of ease my back off a little bit, and then I go for a walk. And my walk generally, by the time I come back from my 6-mile walk a day, my back's generally in a pretty decent condition where I can just forget about it. But I tell you, if I want a quick fix just to relax your body and just, I can almost feel the muscles in my lower back just unlocking themselves just by taking sip after sip of this luscious nectar. It's got a really rich, creamy mouthfeel. There's licorice, there's spices, there's lots and lots of chewy, biscuity, toffee malts coming through. There's a hint of that Scotch whiskey. It's not overpowering the beer. I'm really pleased it's not overpowering the beer. I've had some barrel-aged imperial stouts in the past that the whiskey has just overpowered the imperial stout, and it's like it's more whiskey, it's more woodiness and whiskey than actual imperial stout. And I much prefer that a beer is beer forward. It's beer first, and then you get your little kind of touches of whiskey and woodiness on the side. That's the art of brewing, really, for me, is to taste what is fundamentally a beer and then have all of these other little kind of side notes going around the edge of the beer. That's what it's all about for me. And Moor Beer Company here have done this fantastically well. They really have. This is a joy. This is a wonder in a glass. It's tremendous. Have a look as I rock this beer back and forth. Have a look at the carbonation chasing the head of the glass. Look at it. It just looks divine. Fantastic. I can't stop drinking it. Just keeps, one of these beers, you just keep sipping gently at it. Right, what are they saying about this beer then? It's can conditioned. Not too much, actually. Not too much in the way of a description. But I suppose if you're buying this beer having a general knowledge of it, you know, you might have drunk a few Scotch ales in the past, then perhaps you don't need a description. Perhaps you just need your own knowledge bank to be able to kind of decipher whether you're going to like this beer or not. I'm ready to rate it. 2019 vintage Scotch ale, 10.5% ABV. I love it. I really, really love this. I really do. It's just tremendous. And I'm going to say, Moor Beer Company were very kind in sending me their range of beers. We've been reviewing them all week on the channel. If you want to see their best bitter, some of their kind of session beers, some of their core ranges, have a look on the channel. You'll find them on the channel. But this is the last beer that I've got to of the box that they've sent. And I think it's quite fitting that we end on this beer because, well, it's quite frankly remarkable. I love it. It's a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. If I had more fingers, I would give you a bigger rating, but I only have 10 fingers on my hand, so I can only give it a 10 out of 10. Full marks from me. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.